Hello, welcome to my channel Dark Matrix. My name is Tina, and today I would like to talk about dark forces. Well, in my last video, which I made last Wednesday, um, whoever watched probably noticed that there was a moment when my mind went totally blank when I was trying to express myself, explain something, when I was talking about when the real death happens really in astral, that we die twice. That was the video. And my mind went blank, and I mentioned that, yeah, here we go again, that this is the dark force attack. Well, it didn't stop there. That's why I would like to talk about it today. Because what really happens as soon as I recorded that video, I was attacked physically in a very strange way. I mean, my wrist went almost numb. It was in pain in such a bad way that I couldn't even move my hand. There was no reason whatsoever. Then my shoulder, it was so bad that I couldn't lift the arm at all. There was no reason again. I mean, honestly, it just happened all of a sudden. Well, it didn't end there because the very next morning I had to go and have emergency dental surgery, which again came totally out of the blue. There was no preparation for what's gonna happen. It happened between like very short period of time, between hours, because I record my videos late at night. So in the morning I was at the dental chair. Now I'm recovering obviously now. That's why I kind of took a break of a few days from recording because my face still look a bit swollen. So yes, and then I had like almost the day after kind of some sort of like a flu thing, but again, I mean, there was no logical explanation for that, and it went away, of course. It went just as it happens, and it went away. Why am I mentioning all this? Is because those attacks, it didn't happen the first time. Um, Over the years, since I've been doing this hardcore seeking metaphysics and asking lots of forbidden questions, I've been attacked many times in all sorts of ways. I mean, my electronics been attacked. I mean, I've noticed that when I try to express something and talk to someone, there's always interference of some sort. Usually when I walk somewhere, like with my husband, because we talk about it very often, there's noise outside, like cars suddenly zooming by. At the moments that, I try to say something important, this happens all the time. People would say, oh, this is normal, this is happening to all of us. Well, really, I've noticed the pattern. I can see, I mean, the dark force devils have very thin playbook. And it's all nuisance, but what I'm going to say, it's by design. It's all deliberately done. And the only way to protect yourself from this kind of nuisance is to call it out and say something. It's to express your displeasure that this is wrong, what they're doing. That this is something that you noticed, obviously. You have to call it out, Say, hey guys, stop, because it's not cool, really. I'm just giving you example because this is what's happened to me. I'm a seeker. I'm a sober person, and as I say, I question everything, and I notice things. I see things, really what's going on, and I've got also very good intuition. So everything points to that I'm being deliberately attacked. Many things happened also that make no sense whatsoever, that I've been being attacked for what I'm doing. I am not intending to stop because of that, absolutely not. In fact, I'm going to talk even more and more and more about all this, because this has to be shared, this kind of information. if anybody looks around in their own life, really, if you are into this kind of things that you question the reality, that you question God, religion, and spirituality, and all that, you begin to notice that you're also not doing it like smoothly, because there's something, some sort of forces underneath that are very displeased when this sort of information is being shared, when especially public, I mean, when many people have access to this kind of information. Somebody really doesn't like it, and who is that somebody? Well, dark forces. Those are obviously entities. I don't know exactly who they are, but I believe that those are the same. This is the same crowd, the same crew who ran the show with the reincarnation recycling here, that we are being recycled to. It's exactly the same crew that meets unfortunate experiencers of NDEs on the other side, showing them fake heaven, showing them fake reality that they produce on the spot for the special effects to impress, basically. They are exactly the same. Those are tricksters. Those entities often pretend to be God, pretend to be a religious figure. Very often they take like a appearance of Jesus, and people are very impressed by it, of course. They could be really, how can I put, they could be very convincing in their manner too. They speak very gently. They they treat you with love and care. It's This is the feeling they give you, like I'm talking about NDEs here, when people experience their presence, those entities, that there was overwhelming feeling of love, overwhelming feeling of well-being, and it's like almost like they were embraced by a dearest friend. And of course, the spiritual guides, this is the same crew, those are the same guys. They're masquerading, they've got probably given themselves many names and many looks. Oh, they love the hoods and they love the robes as well. So that's why I never trust anybody wearing any robe outfit. Because that usually symbolizes a religious person and a spiritual kind of sage or something like that. Yes, so I'm just saying, we don't know exactly who they are. Um, those are those entities are very cleverly hidden their identity behind masquerading, behind fooling everybody with different ways that they look, that they approach you. Of course, majority of us, nobody sees them in this physical life in here. Somebody would say, but where are they here? Of course they're not here. But I'm talking they're existing. Because we don't see them doesn't mean they're not here. And those are the tricksters who make accidents happen, who attack people with different aches, pains, things go wrong financially, things break, things that you lose, and misplace and cannot find. Those are all that crew is all responsible for that. I'm not saying that we're not making any mistakes and we don't take any responsibility, because we should. But I'm talking about situations when you really notice that something is so obvious that it's almost painful. That's why I'm mentioning in today's video, because of what happened to me recently. There was no need for me to suddenly have this overwhelming pains. I didn't do anything to have it. I never experienced those pains normally. It just happened, and that was after the last video that I recorded. So I wanted to make this video just to remember for the future. I already made once a video about dark forces, that they are real. Yes, they are. And I'm saying, I'm making those videos, guys. It's to share what I managed to find out. I don't know everything. I'm not an expert in any way about this subject. The thing is that I've been doing this and looking into it for many long years, So I am in a position to share what I found out so far from different sources. And of course, my own personal experiences that I hope I'm going to make some videos because I've got some interesting stories to tell. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not a scholar. I don't read all these deep old books, with all these truths and all that. I don't look into it. I look simply things how they look like into me, how do they look to me, what I immediately see around me, how they make me feel those things, and how does it feel in general when I observe the whole world, how things are evolving and stuff. I look into reincarnation, of course. I question life after death, what happens. Over the years, my outlook on that matter have changed a little bit. Um, there was a time when I thought that everything was easy, that all what you need to do is just go to the light and everything will unfold nicely. But you have to be careful because some people say, oh, there's two types of lights when you're dealing with NDE or when you die. There's a right one to go to and the wrong one. But really, come on. I mean, I don't go to neither because I don't know which is right and which light is wrong. So same as people say, oh, there's a fake Jesus and there's somebody pretending to be Jesus. There's no such a thing, really. Either is one and it's awesome, or there isn't really. So I'm questioning everything, and yes, there's a lot to share, guys. Really a lot. I'm trying to keep everything as tidy as possible because and choose the subject in between this area that I'm sharing for each video, so it's more manageable for you to understand what I'm trying to say. And sharing is important because as I said, I'm spreading the awareness. I'm doing these videos for that reason. It is important because I know that one day when I cross over, if I don't share what I found out, I sense that I will regret it. So I'm doing this also for my own sake. So yes, yes, please pay attention. If you have situations in your life and you say, no way, doesn't make any sense, there's no logic in it, there's a great possibility that you are being attacked by dark forces. Dark forces, I called this a name for that crew that ran this tragic, horrific show that we are imposed into in this existence in here. So they call some call them minions. There's some call them archons. Dark forces. They represent this kind of group. I don't know the names. I don't know who they are, where they came from, and I definitely don't know how it all began. Although it would be mind-blowing, interesting if somebody knew how did it all happen. I read few bits and pieces about how this world came to exist and things, and nothing, to be honest, made sense. Absolutely nothing. I don't believe in any evolution. I don't believe in any Adam and Eve that they were created here. I don't believe all this that we came from monkeys or evolution, obviously. No. That doesn't make sense at all. It's deeper. It's more than that. I found out recently that there's a reset every now and then, that the whole society gets swept away and something new comes, replace it. I think when people became too aware, we're threatening those who run this show, and they want to wipe everything away for what is going on, so people don't know too much and rebel. So that makes sense to me. But because of these resets, we don't know the truth, really. We really don't know the truth. I mean, it's all guessing and repeating. Because people say, oh, this God created Adam and Eve, this and that. No, there isn't such a thing. There's many different stories regarding that. It's not just this. There's many. and I don't buy neither of them, because let's say there's 10 different stories. Which one is the truth? How can I verify? How can I um, um, make sure that this is the real deal? I can't. And neither of anybody else can do, because we are mortals here. We're stuffed in this meat suit with memory wiped. We're not in a position to discuss this. Oh, I know everything. I know the truth. What I know, it's the legit. There isn't such a thing. You know, all what we can do the best that we can, and get as many different informations as possible regarding this area, and see where it gets us. Really, have open mind. So. Thank you for listening. That would be it for today that I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully I'm gonna make more videos. Like, I tried to get one a day, but I couldn't do recently anything much. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next time. Bye bye.